Hey guys, we got some more letters here to show you. First up, we got Larry Nance. So his greatest moment, he said, was winning the slam dunk contest over Dr. J, who he said was his hero. And I think that was in 1984, and he won. That was the first slam dunk contest. I'm pretty positive, and I think it was in either 83 or 84. Best advice he ever received: give 100% every day. Never give up. And the greatest player he played with and against, so he played with Walter Davis. That would have been for the Phoenix Suns in the 1980s. And then against, he played against Michael Jordan, especially during the playoffs. The Cavs and the Bulls had a pretty heated rivalry, and the Bulls beat the Cavs to move on in the Eastern Conference, I think to the finals, where Jordan had a couple game winners. Jordan was incredible versus the Cavs. So I got a picture there. That's him in the slam dunk contest. And then his bio information there. Next up, we got Steve Alford. His greatest moment, he's got a few of them. Playing high school ball for his father, winning the Olympic gold in 1984, and winning the Big Ten and national championship in 1987. Playing in the NBA and coaching at 3 different universities. So he played for Bobby Knight, and that's when they won the championship. They had kind of a, I don't know, a love-hate relationship, I think. And then in the college, he coached for the University of Iowa. That's when I would have wrote to him. And he coached UCLA too, I believe. I can't think. New Mexico, I think. The best piece of advice he ever received: work, think, have fun, and the understanding of keeping these 3 traits in order. Above all things, follow God and be obedient. Which player he coached was the hungriest to win? He said he doesn't usually single out players. He's had several that wanted to win. And the greatest player he played with and against, Michael Jordan. So he would have played with Jordan for the 1984 Olympic team. They won the gold medal then, as he said in this response there. But also in the NBA, he would have played against him. I'm not sure if they would have, they probably wouldn't have met each other in college. But they played with each other in the Olympics. Who was one of your favorite teammates you ever had? He said all of them. And got his bio information and a photo there. He was a great college player. He was one of the best college players ever. He didn't do so well in the NBA, though. Next, we got Rollie Sheldon. Rollie, this is a recent response. So I asked him, he played for the Yankees, and he played for the 61 team. And they were one of the greatest, if not the greatest, team in the history of baseball. Pretty close. What are your fondest memories of playing for the Yankees? And he said being a part of the 61 team. And they won 109 games that season. And then he was a 2-sport athlete at the University of Connecticut. And I asked him which one he preferred. And he just said whichever one was in season. And the best piece of advice he would give a young person: work hard, listen to your coaches, and be a team player. And then I wrote, like, he kind of was all over the place. He went to a few different colleges, I believe, and he was in the military for quite a while, and then kind of bounced around in baseball. So he had kind of a roundabout way to getting into the major leagues. And I asked him if he would have done anything differently. He said no. He said he left high school at 5'10" and 135 pounds, and he grew in the U.S. Air Force. He had plenty of opportunity. to grow as a basketball player and a baseball player. So next we have Jim Frey, who recently passed away. Greatest moment he ever had in his baseball career was in 1980, beating the Yankees 3 in a row to win the American League. So he would have been a manager for the Royals at the time. What is the best piece of advice he ever received? Keep battling, get up, and try again. Never quit. It's a long year and a longer life. So this is a steroid one here. Again, I had a previous video where I showed letters that I had asked players, what do they think about the steroid issue? What should be done to these players and the record set? And how long has this been going on? He said, from this day forward, more strict penalties for abuse. Records are all different from different periods of baseball history. And the greatest player he coached George Brett and Ryan Sandberg and Frank Robinson. I guess he was a manager or coach for the Orioles as well in the 70s. So Frank Robinson would have been on that team. Do you have any regrets regarding your baseball career or life in general? He said he could have done some things differently, like everyone else. Did the best he could at the time. And that's a pretty good response there. I think that's the honest truth. And lastly, we've got Bobby Thomson. So he's the infamous play where he hit a home run against the Brooklyn Dodgers off Ralph Branca to win the pennant. So some of the players and teams he looked up to as a kid. So he said New York Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, and Yogi Berra, and the St. Louis Cardinals, Stan Musial. What is the best piece of advice you've ever received? Practice, 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 and be polite to people. Who had the most influence on his career? His dad and his brother. And I also asked him, who were some of your all-time favorite teammates? And he said Whitey Lockman, who would have been on the Giants team. The New York Giants. So I have it, again, some of his bio information there. He was an all-star. He was actually born, I forgot about that, he was born in Scotland. Kind of interesting. And then there he is after winning that pennant game against the Brooklyn Dodgers. Fans stormed the field. Pretty cool picture there. Okay, guys, some pretty neat letters there. That's all I got now, but stay tuned for more. And please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.